now I'm going to show you how to use a chocolate mold. So you could choose any mold that you like. They sell the plastic ones in a lot of stores. This is a nice kind of heavy mold, and you could see it's like really beautiful, a nice shape to it. And I'm using little hearts just because why not use hearts? But if you want to have a little fun with your homemade truffles, I'm using a little bit of gold dust, a little luster dust, and I'm just going to gently kind of tap right into my mold with a little bit of luster. So this way when I go to take out my truffles, they're going to have a nice kind of shiny golden touch to them. They're going to look really beautiful. I'm just going to do that on some of them, maybe about half, and the other half I'm just going to leave plain. Make sure when you use your chocolate molds they're really nice and clean. Take a nice soft towel and really rub them. Make sure that there's no little bits of anything stuck in there that'll keep your chocolates from coming out nice and cleanly. So that is that. I'm going to take a little bit of tempered dark chocolate. Tempering means that I've melted down my chocolate and then brought down the temperature so it's nice and cool to the touch. And all I'm going to do is pour it right into my mold. So just make sure you get all of the indents. And it's okay to have extra. And if you get any big lumps like I just got, just make sure you kind of take that out. But you want to really fill it up. More than you think. Okay. Beautiful. So I got a little lump of chocolate there. I'm just going to take that out of it. And now all I'm going to do is kind of wrap it with the side of my hand. You're going to see it's going to totally coat all of my little crevices, all of my indents, and I'm also shaking out any air bubbles that kind of got to the bottom. And now for the messy part. Tip it over. And right back into your bowl, all of that extra. Make sure if you go on one side, you kind of switch at some point and do the other. Give it a little tap if you have to. Any extra chocolate comes right out. And then all I'm going to do is take my bench scraper and all of that edge. We don't want any of those edges in there. Make sure you get all of your molds covered, and then with my bench scraper, just scrape the top. So you can see it's nice and clean. Okay, so that is it. We have our chocolate molds part 1, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this chill so the chocolate that I've put in gets nice and firm. I'm going to fill it, and then we're going to top it off with one more layer of chocolate. So I'm just going to pop these in the fridge for about 5-10 minutes until I can touch them and they're nice and firm to the touch.